Yay! Welcome to another episode of
Tick
Boom!
Live edition, this time from Maude's bed.
You can tell because there is an Assassin's Creed pirate flag.
And much like my Malone's Movie Minute reviews, which Maude joins me on, we are doing this with one.
Oh, yes. Now, today's drop.
I don't know. It was a present from a friend who stayed with us, which is really lovely.
Yeah,
But
does the job.
it'll do.
Does the job. It tastes free. Ooh, sediment in the glass.
Lovely.
So when we do Tick Boom Live, we'd like to get a topic from you guys. If you don't know, my name is Maude Garrett. I run geekbomb.net.
Mm-hmm.
That's Alicia Malone.
Oh, yes, I'm Alicia Malone, and my site is malonesmovieminute.com. You can also see me on various places talking about movies. I love movies. Maude loves games. Together with Tick Boom, we take a topic you suggested, and then we talk about it in terms of films and video games. So this week, what do we have, Maude?
Yeah, thank you to Aaron Valeyard, otherwise known as Eve Nation.
Woo!
Big fan of Geek Bomb. He actually suggested a really cool topic. What are the characters in video games and movies that we love to hate?
Yes, so let's start off with some
Shout-outs! We'll do.
Who are you going with?
Oh, I've got a list here.
Tell me.
Actually, I feel really bad. A lot of my characters are Nintendo characters, and I love Nintendo. It just so happens that Oddjob is a character that I love to hate. Because if I'm playing Oddjob in GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64 in multiplayer, if I'm choosing him, I love him. If I'm playing against him, I hate him.
Right.
He's a really, really short character, and it's a cheap thing to do to play as him because it's an unfair advantage. So he's great. He's the one that Mark Myers mocks in seriously, who throws a shoe? Oddjob threw the hat.
All right. Okay, it's making sense now.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving a shout out to Draco Malfoy
Oh,
from the Harry Potter series.
yes.
So annoying. He's a bully who turns out to be a complete coward.
He's got nothing going for him.
Nothing. And Potter, he spits it. What are you doing, Potter?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But at the same time, you kind of want him around.
Yeah.
You enjoyed him for the whole series.
Yes.
So he's a character who's annoying. I love to hate him, but I'm glad he was there.
That jewel of the
Yeah.
jewel, and he gets. Yeah, okay.
Mm.
All right. I've got another one. The poster's on my bedroom wall. I'm just gonna slightly and
It's
delicately
going to be a disaster.
see on Final Fantasy. This is my bedroom. This is why I'm single. See Final Fantasy there, which is obstructed by the lamp. Yeah. Well, there's a character called Vanille. Vanille. Don't even bother. She's so freaking annoying. But because it's a team-based kind of game where you get to choose who's your character, she's actually got some pretty good weapons and upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is she's that person that I can't stand. That overtly positive, always cheery kind of person. Even when there's dire situations, it's like, all right, I need to be real now. They're like, okay. And her voice, are you ready?
Oh,
Super high, super annoying.
that's annoying.
Yeah.
Really annoying. Well, I'm going with Regina George from Mean Girls.
Love.
So you whore.
Yes.
She's a horrible character. She bullies everyone. She creates these rules that everyone has to follow except for herself.
On Wednesdays,
we wear pink. But you kind of still want to be friends with her. You want her to like you at the same time.
Yeah.
You'd want her to approve of what you're wearing, even if she then flags you off as soon as you walk past her.
She's Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, Rachel McAdams does such a great job with this character, and that was the character that really launched her. So I love her, hate her at the same time.
I've got another one. Anyone who plays Duck Hunt. I'm not sure how anyone could actually love this character, but it's worth a mention. The dog. Basically, in Duck Hunt, if you miss one shooting them, if you miss one, even if you get 100 in a row, if you miss one, this dog comes up and laughs at you.
Oh.
So I guess it's like a positive reinforcement where if you strive for perfection, you will not get mocked.
Yeah.
It's like the first video game character
frustrating.
that rubs it in your face. This is not man's best friend, this particular dog. Have you got one more shout out?
One more shout out for Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network, as portrayed by Jesse Eisenberg, directed by David Fincher. So annoying. He is quite cruel. He has a big ego. He's only out for himself.
There's no compassion.
They're socially awkward. There's something wrong there, and he pushes all his friends away and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's very entitled, talks down to people. Same time, genius.
Have you noticed that, like, I've spoken to someone who knew that they were smart, and they purposely use big words to belittle people.
Mm.
It's this whole, I'm smarter than you, therefore I'm better than you.
And he talks a mile a minute, and that's the kind of thing that he's trying to, like, just better you, which
Yeah.
would be so frustrating, particularly if you had to go out with them. I'm not saying that the real Mark Zuckerberg is like that, because
That's just a Jesse
Facebook is cool.
Eisenberg.
Yeah. I don't know his
Interpretation.
power, so Facebook, all good.
Now, my last shout out is technically it's not a character, it's a piece, and Alicia Malone, it's from the only video game you've ever played.
Tetris!
Yes.
Which piece?
The one that doesn't fit anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah, the one that goes like that?
Yeah.
And the other way as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those, if that comes down when you
I
don't want
applaud
it.
this choice.
Yeah, if that comes down, you're like, no, no, no. Because the vertical bar, you line up everything for that to come in.
Yeah, I love that bar.
But I also love to hate that one as well if it doesn't ever show up.
I know.
You
And
rely
if
on it.
shows up at the wrong time.
Yeah, I know.
And you
Premi?
built everything up.
Yeah.
Or you accidentally put it in the wrong space,
Mhm.
especially that one that goes like that.
Yes.
If I put it in the wrong place, if I'm lining it up the whole
Everything
way,
else is
and then
buggered.
last minute I screw it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Love
the
to
worst.
hate that piece.
I had to ban myself from Tetris. I was playing it again on the plane, and I get so obsessed with it.
in
that
the
it just
zone.
makes me crazy. Okay, let's get to our top 3.
Before we do, we want to hear your shout outs.
Yes.
Maybe it's our list as well, so get in there. You could be on the same page as us, maybe not. We do have a question box down below. If you see it, type in it because it'll pop up and we'll get to them in between our top 3. We'll also be reading out your tweets and your Facebook posts as well.
Yay! Okay, well, let's kick off with your number 3 character who you love to hate. Who have you got?
Well, I just shut it down. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is again a lot of Nintendo characters, and 2 of them are from my favorite game ever. Coming in at number 3 is a character called Tingle. Oh my god.
From Zelda?
Not only is a tingle a symptom of when you're getting a cold sore, which is not fun, it's also one of the weirdest characters I've ever stumbled across in a video game. Tingle is technically a middle-aged man who recludes himself away so that he can live his fantasy of becoming a human fairy. I don't know either.
Like a fairy.
He wears green tights and red undies on the outside. He has his little ears and his little hat, and he likes to cast spells. And he's basically, in real life, the creepy uncle.
Oh, yeah.
He's that. You're like, I can't explain it. I don't understand it. He sells you maps in Wind Waker, and the whole point of Wind Waker is to unlock every piece of the map in a square grid so that you can uncover the locations and therefore get the Triforce. He has a lot of power. He uses that power. I find him to be quite manipulative.
That sounds really scary too.
Yeah, but the thing is,
outfit?
that I put in the love to hate character because he shows up again in other games.
Oh.
So clearly someone loves him.
Yeah, but he's useful in a little way.
That's it. The maps are great. The maps are great, so you have to put up with him to get the reward.
Ugh.
What's number 3?
Number 3 for me is Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh my god.
Trust Meryl Streep to elevate a character in a chick flick like this.
Oh my gosh.
Her performance is so layered that you almost revel every time you see her. You revel in her performance. It's so graceful. At the same time, she's so cruel.
She uses minimalism as well to make a huge impact.
Yeah.
So
she's very classy and elegant, but at the same time, she definitely bullies Andy, who's played by Anne Hathaway. I love that scene when Andy is like, oh, fashion, I'm just wearing this, whatever. And she's like, actually, that blue came from this place, which came from this place, so you are a part of fashion. She dresses her down, and she's so smart about it. And then you get like little tinges of little moments when she is happy with Andy, or she is proud of her almost at how far she's come.
The transformation.
And then she goes back to being her cruel, cold magazine editor, which allegedly based on Anna Wintour from Vogue. Terrifying person to work for, but I thought she did such a great job, as always, letting Meryl Streep.
The thing it's like when she just kind of looks her up and down, it's like, that's all.
Yeah. That's all.
Oof. Mind you, though, she's enjoying and reveling in a transformation of a person that wasn't who they are.
Yeah.
So she's enjoying the fact that this person is becoming someone else.
It's quite manipulative. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I can make you do whatever I want.
Alrighty, number 2 for me. I have to go. I'm going to do a few impersonations. You were listening to the video that I found of this character.
Oh, yeah. This sounded annoying from my room next door.
So I love Star Fox. It's called Lilac Wars in Australia if you played it on Nintendo 64. Star Fox teams up. It's him and 3 others. Peppy is awesome. He coined the term, do a barrel roll. And I've actually done a mother flippin' barrel roll in a plane.
I saw you. You cried.
Yeah, okay, I cried. But
It looked really scary.
I did a barrel roll, and I was like, yeah, Peppy! You've got Falco, who's the bird, and he's a bit of a jerk, actually. He's a bit of a chauvinistic asshole. But he really takes care of his own. He's skilled. He's got, like, the BDS.
What's that?
Big dick syndrome.
Oh.
You know, like, they're kind of arrogant, and they're like,
Yeah.
It's like, why are you like that?
Gotcha.
He's got that. I've never said that aloud. I can't believe I just compared. Anyway, that leaves one character left. Now, this character, he's supposedly pretty good. He is a pilot and a mechanical genius. So that undoubtedly makes him a valuable member of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that as a pilot and of, like, you know, a jet thing, he would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool. No, as soon as he gets in the freaking jet pilot thing, he needs rescuing the entire time.
Oh.
And it was voiced by a woman, and you can tell because it's like, Fox! 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 He's on my tail! I can't shake him! And it's the most annoying thing. And it's like, come on, Slippy. If you're that smart, figure it out. Get your shit together. And, like, having to constantly rescue someone.
Yeah, it sounded like she was panicking a lot.
What's a he?
Played by a she.
Right?
From my room, definitely sounded like a she.
Yeah, that one was annoying. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards, which is Quentin Tarantino's war epic, World War II.
Who plays Hans?
Christoph Waltz. This is his first role in a big American movie.
Yeah.
He speaks 4 languages.
Wow.
He is just incredible in this role. He won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for it.
Mm-hmm.
Plays Hans Landa, who's nicknamed the Jew Hunter. Now, in a movie, I said this on Profiles, which I hope you're all listening to on Schmoes No Network and Jedi Alliance as well. That in a movie that has Hitler in it, for him to be the most evil character, I think is quite a feat.
Wow.
Because he's not loyal to either side. He quickly will sell out the Nazis if it's better for him. He doesn't necessarily hate Jews, but he hunts them down.
He
prides
like
himself.
Mercenary.
Yeah, he prides himself on being a really good detective and being able to find hidden Jews. And he can change like that. He can change from like, very happy, I'm so happy for you, and then boom, evil.
So he's a massive
The way
chameleon.
he changes is so amazing. Just itching my head. The pirate flag is itching my head. But yeah,
I'm going to be giving you scurvy.
he plays all different facets of that character and just so well.
All right, before we hit number 1, let's have a look. We've got Manuel de la Cruz. Hello. He says Norman Bates.
Oh yes, Norman Bates. He is really annoying character, villain from Psycho. He likes to dress up as his mother and kill people in the shower.
How does anyone love that?
Because he's so likable as Norman. He's like got a little glint in his eye. He seems really friendly and polite. That's why you don't suspect it's him.
Uh-huh.
He's just a bit schizophrenic.
And Sato is saying he won't be able to watch this live, but he does, however, want to say that Johnny
from The Room. Yeah, I agree with that. The Room. We have to go and see it. It's a guilty pleasure. It's so bad that it's amazing. Yeah, can't even explain it. Gotta go see it. All right, so
coming in at number 1.
Number 1, what are you choosing?
Okay, say you need help.
Yes.
And you're a bit lost.
Yes.
And you have a companion that's sole job is to help you.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good, right?
Sounds good.
Sounds like you want to love them.
Yeah.
Let me know when this gets annoying. Hey, listen! Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, listen! Listen! Hey!
Now it's
Zoom,
like-
zoom. That's, yeah, it won't stop that. That's Navi from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Navi is your little fairy. See that little blue ball?
Oh,
over there?
yeah.
That's Navi.
And just always around.
all the kids of the forest get their very own fairy, but you, Link, you don't have one. You're different, so they allocate you fucking Navi.
It's just always.
Well, it is a good idea. I get it. It's like if you're wandering around going, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go next. She's like, hey, listen, and you're like, okay, and she'll be like, maybe think about going to Death Mountain because that's where you're supposed to go next. She'll give kind of like clues like that.
Yeah.
But if you are just prancing around Hyrule and you want to slice some grass to get some bombs and shit, and you want to rescue Epona and you want to do other things, and there's so many other things to do, and you are purposely not doing the next medallion uncovering, Navi, swear to God. Hey,
No.
listen.
No, I won't.
Alright, that's my number
Don't
one.
want to listen.
What is yours?
My number one is Tom Ripley from The Talented Mr. Ripley, as portrayed by Matt Damon in Anthony Minghella film in 1999. It's a pretty brave role for Matt Damon to play because he's a lonely, gay murderer
Okay.
who is obsessed with Jude Law's character, Dickie Greenleaf. He just wants to be him, or he wants to have him.
Yeah.
He's always watching. He's just always in the background, always creeping. He does creep out a lot of people. At the same time, he is quite charismatic and very polite and friendly. A lot of people love him. Very different way to Dickie Greenleaf, who is very good looking and a playboy. People love Tom Ripley because he seems reliable and nice and the polar opposite to Dickie. But he is just so creepy. He's frustrating. He starts lying and then he can't get himself out of his lies, so they get bigger and bigger and bigger until it turns to murder. And he gets found out and he gets so freaked out about it. So
do you feel sorry for him?
You do, because he is so lonely and there's something wrong with him. At the same time, you're like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. When I watch that movie, which I love, I have to pause it several times because I'm like, enough with this. Stop it.
I don't like those.
Yeah, but
if you're saying stop and you have to put an AH in stop, you know it's getting
stop. But then 5 minutes later, I'm like, no, I want to watch the rest.
Oh, yeah, that's because you're a movie buff. I'm having a foot cramp currently. All right. Oh, jeez. Far out.
Oh, I hate cramps.
While I get rid of my foot
Do you want me
cramp.
to read some of these?
Yeah. We've got
VIP 12PK says Agent Smith was great to
Oh my
hate
gosh.
on The Matrix.
Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hugo Weaving.
He's
brilliant.
great. He's frightening though. I remember like the first time you really see the true strength of his powers, and you're like, ew, and you actually get scared of him. But Hugo Weaving does such a good job.
Yes.
Ooh, we've got Michael. Hey, Michael G. He says, I love to hate Sarah. I've had this problem so many times. Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Remember how I did this when he was like one of the worst villains? Because he just killed a chickie? Eris? Yeah.
So
he just killed her for no reason. And you're really attached to her. And you're like, dude, why?
Really sad. Also, he hates Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's fair enough.
I agree. Jack does some rotten things, but he has such class as played by Johnny Depp. He does get annoying after a while.
Captain Jack. Oh, I love Sparrow.
Yeah, it's like he's
definitely
drunk the whole time.
the whole time. But he was basing that character off, was it Keith Richards?
Yeah. And then Keith Richards played his dad in one of the movies.
That's right, the one that no one saw.
Great full circle. Someone says, best between the sheets ever, hashtag finger bang. If you haven't seen it,
That should
you
not be
have
a
to go.
hashtag.
You have to go to Casual Mafia on YouTube and look up Maude's Between the Sheets episode. It's a show where you get to spill all about your sex life and love life, and she's hilarious in it.
Yeah, first time I was in love, first kiss that I ever had.
Yeah, and then you just take over, which I loved. It was so funny.
Most memorable bedroom moment. Yes. I answered it. So did Alicia. Alicia has her episode.
Don't need to watch mine. I still haven't. I can't bring
What?
myself to. Yeah.
I've seen yours. I really enjoyed it.
No, I can't bring myself to.
Okay. Well, that's what we're doing. If you don't know, geekbomb.net, visit that one for new articles. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is this one here. Give it a thumbs up if you like this particular episode. And Jedi Alliance is usually every Monday, but this week it's Tuesday because I've had a secret set visit today.
Yeah, sounded cool.
Yeah, actually it was really good.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was one guy
But it's one you've got to really listen out for.
It went a lot better. Okay, I thought I was completely out of my depths with this particular movie, but I had a really good time today. They were great. Very well managed.
Good.
Where can people catch you?
You can catch me.
That's where your Band-Aid was?
Well, no, that's another Band-Aid.
She's got Hello Kitty Band-Aids on. Oh.
Yeah, I lost one. I'll get the other. You can see me on AMC Movie Talk. This week I'm going to be on Wednesday, Thursday. Also AMCI Indie Spotlight. We're going to talk about indie films.
Like Tusk?
Filming it tomorrow. Yep, saw that one once. And filming that episode tomorrow, and it'll be online on Wednesday, and then Profiles with Malone and Matt. We're talking about Tom Cruise this week, and I've been rewatching his movies. They've been
He's a
fantastic.
great actor.
He is, and he's the biggest movie star in the world.
Okay, why can't we get dick pics from him?
Yeah.
Why does Fortune have to go after women and
I know.
target women only?
I'm sure if they delved into any...
That would stop him
male
from giving money to Scientology
phones.
and give it to...
I'm sure Scientology has that thing on lock.
That's
There's like extra security on
Do you reckon he would even
devices.
send that? Oh, I'm thinking about
Don't
it.
think about it, Lord. Don't think about it.
As we finish things off, Chris Evans. Oh my God, Chris Evans! I love Captain America. He wants to write in saying Johnny Lawrence, although he redeemed himself a little bit when he handed the trophy to Daniel at the end. What is that movie?
I don't know. I
that a
thought
trophy?
It was a...
Trophy. Johnny Lawrence? I know Johnny Cage.
Oh, is it...
Johnny Lawrence.
Is it...
Chris Evans, also freaking bone buddy.
No, I think it's
Trophy.
Wax on, Wax off.
The baddie from Karate Kid. That makes sense. I was like, that's a movie.
Yeah.
It was a game.
Johnny Lawrence. He is so annoying.
Do you love
See
him?
that picture? Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the back.
Yeah.
Annoying.
I haven't seen that movie since I was about 7.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
And Manuel writes back with Jim Carrey's The Grinch. That's a good love to hate one because it's like,
Yeah.
And Proxy in The Force Unleashed. I think there's more annoying people in Force Unleashed. I think there's more annoying people in Mass Effect. I think Udina, who is the counselor, who that makes no sense to you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be doing this again next week. We can only do this if you give us some topics. So comment below with your topics. We've done about 20 of these so far. So guys, get a little bit creative. The better it is, the more chances you have of us doing it.
Love it.
Thank you so much. This has been Geek Gorman.
This has been Tick.
Boom!
On Geek Bomb.
I work too much. Ah!